Welcome to Live, Laugh, Talk, His and Hers edition. I'm James Graham, and this is Miko. Say hello, Miko.
Hello, Miko.
It's always a joy having you. So, Miko and I, we decided we're just going to have some fun. Have these situations where you guys can see our top 10 lists. We're going to have many different lists, and we'll just do this thing throughout the spring and summer, see what you guys think. So, to start us off, we're going to start off with a very controversial list, and we want you to reply, write in, say something about it, tell us who your favorites are. But we're going to start with ours. So, I'm going to start with number 10. Miko
Mhm.
will finish up with number 1, but at number 10, I'm throwing in Tina Turner. And the
Oh,
reason why,
okay.
Tina Turner was that artist to me because she could rock and roll. She was soul. She was
Mhm.
everything, every genre, and her vocal qualities unmatched. Had somewhat of a choir type voice, but she could rock with it. So, I mean, I don't know how you feel about Tina Turner, but
No, I love me some Tina. She was definitely the voice, them legs. That's all
oh, the
anybody wanted
body,
to do. Them legs.
the
Yes.
whole body.
Yeah. So the hair, all of it. So yes, Tina is definitely on the list. And it's like
Definitely.
and I love that you did a whole thing. It's her whole vibe because it's more than just how you sing. It's how you make the person feel and how you come
Yeah.
across. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, so she did that. She
Yeah.
did that. Okay, what's number 9, Miko?
Okay,
Who's
mine
number 9?
is Fantasia. Fantasia is
That
my girl. Ever since, let me tell you, I started rocking with Fantasia when she sung that song, I Believe for American
mm.
Idol when she won. I was crying with her. I really was. That's a girl. When she starts singing and you know she about to get into it, she about to kick them shoes off and go for it.
She's
Yeah.
just a gift. She really is. And from a talented family too. So I
Yes.
mean,
Uh,
she's a gift. She has
mhm.
all of it. She has all the vocal qualities. Number 8, I gotta go a color. I gotta go purple. Prince. I mean, what can we say? Prince.
Yes.
Again, like we said about Tina, you talked about the whole vibe. I mean, he had it all. God just blessed him with everything, just gave it all to him. I mean, but in addition to everything that he was as a human being, his vocal range was like 4 octaves, I think they said. It was like ridiculous. I mean, this man could, and we could hear it. He can go deep, he can go low, and he can bring it up high, and in the same song.
Right,
So
right. The same song.
amazing, man. That's my number 8.
Okay.
What's that?
My number 7 is Chris Brown. I really don't think Chris Brown gets enough accolades for the things that he's done. He, yes, he had that incident, but I feel like there's a whole lot of other people who had bad things that don't
Sure.
follow them the way they should. So
Yeah.
I think Chris is as a all around, entertainer. He definitely in there.
I'm glad you mentioned Chris Brown because
Mhm.
I didn't have him on my list. But as straight up vocal qualities in
Mhm.
this, see, it seems like everybody that I seem to think about when I think about that, I'm thinking older groups. But he's one of
Mhm.
those young fellas that just he's got lungs. I mean, he really
Mhm.
does. And sadly, like you said, here we are. Every time you mention his name, somebody's got to say the incident and
Mm.
or the incidents. I mean, how old was he? If
Yeah, I think
somebody
he's
would have
like
filmed
16 at
us,
the time. Yeah,
yeah,
16 or
somebody
15
filmed
or
me
16.
as a teenager, I wouldn't want to be judged now for what I did as a
Right.
child. But
Right.
yeah, so I don't think any of us do. Well, I've got two now at number 6. Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder.
Definitely.
Man, I mean, Stevie can take it to church, but
Mhm.
Stevie can make you cry. He can sing R&B songs to the point that you tear up. I mean, he's that powerful of a singer, and I just appreciate it. He doesn't get enough love, that's for sure.
Most
And
definitely.
I like to give Stevie some love, give him his flowers. So we at 5, we halfway there.
So 5 is Adele. I
Mm,
love me some Adele. You know,
wow.
Adele is everybody got a certain singing voice, but it's almost like she's this rich white woman singing in a black voice. So you hear the brokenness, but it's like a rich brokenness. You imagine you hear her voice, you're like, oh. some rich person is hurt. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the rich person in their robe and slippers surrounded by all these roses and things like, and you like, hmm, that's
Uh,
interesting. You're really hurt. But
I
okay.
never thought about that. What a way to put it.
Yeah,
Only you could put it that way. I promise you that. That's what makes it so much fun with you. That only you can put it that way. So since we're
that's right.
there with white chocolate, I got to bring up, Freddie Mercury. I mean, Queen himself. What can you say? Man, was he singing rock and roll or was it opera? I don't know. I mean, he could do both, so he's just amazing. And I mean, when he sung, I don't care where he was trying to reach the audience to the back. He was trying to get those. I mean, it had power, range, had it
Yeah.
all. So I gotta throw Freddie Mercury.
Okay. Okay. And since we still on that, we gonna stay there with Tina Marie. Tina Marie,
Woo!
man, I'm telling you, that song "Out on a Limb" is what got me. I
Uh,
didn't know what love was back then, but I was singing that song like I was in love with somebody and hadn't had a clue. I couldn't tell you what it was to be in love, barely even to like somebody at that time. But that song, oh, I felt
yeah,
that song though. Yes, I
uh,
loved it. And
yeah.
ever
That was
since I heard that one, yeah, I could just listen to her all day long.
Yeah, Fire and Desire was my one.
Yes.
Growing up, because when we were not telling our ages or nothing like that, but we didn't have MTV and all that. They didn't have videos and all this kind of stuff. And so I thought she was black. I didn't
Yes,
find out till
yes,
I was
yes.
much older that she
Right,
was
like,
not.
what?
I was like, wow, okay. And
Mhm.
she can rock the house now. There's no doubt about that. So coming in at number 2, I even feel funny saying this. It feels sacrilegious to say Aretha Franklin would be number 2, where Aretha is the queen of it all. I mean, my goodness,
Mhm,
you talk about any genre, literally singing opera,
mhm.
replacing one of the 3 tenors on stage in opera, singing R&B, soul. I mean, we have to put some R-E-S-P-E-C-T on her name. We got to
Yeah,
Aretha Franklin. My goodness.
yeah.
I feel shame. I want people to write in saying I gotta be crazy because she should be number 1, and you would be right, but hey, I don't get the number 1. Miko gets the number 1, so blame her. No, no. We don't know each other's list till we talk here, so she had no
Okay,
clue where I
okay.
was going.
Okay, so we waiting on me now? You waiting
The
on my
number
number 1?
1 drum roll.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, when you talk about all-around performer, he has everything.
Yeah,
Dance, voice, writing
yeah.
songs, like Michael, he was the first person, remember Thriller?
Uh,
The first little movie video we had.
yes, yes. He
Perfect,
was
like, and it's still at the top today. If you say Thriller on, everybody wanna come see it. Everybody wanna do little dances,
yes.
you
But,
know?
to hear him as a child, with his brothers,
Mhm.
9, 10 years old, having that kind of range, hanging in there with the adults, he could
Right.
sing, I mean, unbelievable. All kind of rumors about Motown where he was recording, like, they had just met him and he was doing his first,
Mhm.
singing and Marvin Gaye walks in and they had him on the loudspeaker at Michael while he was in there on the loudspeaker in the studio, and Marvin Gaye's like, "Who's this?" And they were like, "It's this kid, this child named Michael." And then they, take him back to the studio, and Marvin starts crying. That's when you can
That's
make
it.
Marvin Gaye cry, you know, with your voice. I mean, that's amazing. 9 years old. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. And then to grow into what he was. But Michael was such a star. I remember watching him on the Super Bowl, and he stood there for 3 minutes, didn't say a thing. He just stood there. The crowd was like passing out. He didn't even utter a sound.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta love it.
what can we say? And you reminded me,
Mhm.
about the theatrical release.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Those were some
April
amazing videos that he came out with, especially in the very beginning.
He had those videos, and we're about to have a video about him with his nephew starring as him on
Yes,
April 20th.
yes.
That's gonna be amazing. I will be at the theater. I'm gonna tell you now. I literally dressed like the characters in the movie. So I will be. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna come in as Smooth Criminal or Billie Jean or Thriller. I don't know. I may be Beat It. I may just have a T-shirt with the. I don't know. We gonna see on April 24th. Like, we'll have to maybe go live on the podcast. See what I have on that day.
The glove is all you're gonna get from me. That's it.
I can't even get a sock. I can't get the glitter socks, the penny
You
loafers.
know what? I might do some socks. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Yes, Michael.
Well,
That's gonna be the bomb.
what else can we say? I mean,
Yeah.
he was it, like you said, the total package. There will never be
Mhm.
another. And that's
Right.
for sure, But anyway, I would welcome anybody to give it a try, a good old try. I love music and I want folks to keep writing, producing and singing. And there's so many great singers. I mean, we said top 10, any of those people could be number one.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
a
free
million
thing.
people out there.
Right. We want people to come in the comments and tell us who they
Yes.
feel like doesn't belong on that list or who they feel like we're missing from the list. Let us know. Let us know.
Please, please. And whatever platform you're on, make sure you let us know how you feel. Thank you so much for being with me. And we're going to do a lot of these, folks. This is going to be a lot of fun for us, hopefully fun for you. So
Awesome.
I'm going to say good night and say good night, Miko.
Good night, Miko.